Hey, welcome back everybody to Investing with Ian. So it's been in the past few weeks, it's been pretty interesting here in the land of crypto. We've Bitcoin's appears to be in a downtrend ever since we hit the high of 69,000 here, several weeks back. You can just see here it doesn't take a genius to see that we're in a downtrend. And are we going to see a Santa Claus rally by the end of the year? So we're in the middle of December as I'm recording this. So what's in store for Bitcoin? So let's talk about that. And as usual, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe if you like crypto content that I do my best to bring to you as often as I can. I haven't really been that consistent lately, but yeah, try to record these whenever time permits. So again, Bitcoin's hovering at 47,000 at the time of this recording. It does look to be in a downtrend. I mean, I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat things and say that it's gonna, we're gonna hit $70,000 by next week. At this point, nobody really knows. The sentiment, in the Twitter community, as they call crypto Twitter, a lot of people are starting to become bearish and say that the price is just going to keep dumping and going down, maybe 40,000, 30,000. I mean, who knows? That's why we always say only invest what you're comfortable to potentially lose or lose a significant amount. Don't invest the money that you need to pay your rent next week or your car payment or whatever. So yeah, enough of that little spiel. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Bitcoin doesn't look too good right now. It is fighting with this yellow line is the 200 daily moving average. So it's just it's a technical indicator, as you might imagine. And as long as it stays above it, most analysts would tend to say that we're in an upward trend or a bull trend. But if we do break below it and like significantly stay below it for a long period of time, then most analysts would say that, hey, maybe we're going into a prolonged downtrend or what they call a bear market. So it's fighting with it right as I'm recording this video. It did dip below it. I don't know if it comes out on camera, but this little red wick means that I went below it, but right now it's just above it. So it's a pretty, I guess, I don't want to say critical support level, but it kind of is, I suppose. And then just everything else is just over here on the very right hand side. Everything's bleeding red. I mean, things are down. These are the other cryptos that I watch. They're down, in double digits, 10%, 12%, just depending on what we're looking at. And then just quickly looking at Ethereum. Ethereum was looking a lot better than Bitcoin, but it's down as well. Like we say, Bitcoin tends to lead the charge. If Bitcoin goes down, the other cryptos tend to follow it. Bitcoin is down 6%. Ethereum is down 8% as of right now. And, we could have further downside. I mean, nobody knows if we're going to, all these calls for, $80,000, $100,000 Bitcoin, maybe it won't happen in December like we initially thought. Maybe it'll get pushed out into 2022, which is, it's fine by me. This is not as they say, this is not a sprint. It's more of a marathon. This is a long-term. Investing in any kind of crypto or even in the stock market or anything really should be treated as a long-term hold or a long-term invest. So yeah, maybe just think about it like that. Don't let this get you down. I'm not selling. That's just my honest take on this opinion. Even with the prices going down and we're seeing a lot of red, I haven't sold anything. So take that for what you will. It's not, of course, not financial advice. And then just speaking about this Santa Claus rally, I mean, this is something that we borrowed from the traditional markets. It's just a saying that they say. Where in the last weeks of December, stocks or other markets tend to rally. you know, a general feeling of optimism and happiness. So that's why they call it a Santa Claus rally. So will we see that in Bitcoin? Hopefully, I would like to see it. I would like to close out the year, you know, at least above, I don't know, 50 or 60,000. That would be nice. But anything is possible. And then, so one of the analysts that I follow, I think this is one of his newer charts. So back here, several months back, if you just draw these lines like he's drawn, you know, we had what they're calling a failed breakout, and then a back test of this resistance line. So resistance a lot of times turns into support in technical analysis. I won't get into that too much here, but what this is saying is that, you know, just repeat the pattern over here. If this happened here and the price rallied, you know, several $1,000s, you know, maybe that'll happen over here, which is in, you know, late December, early January 2022. If that does happen, then hey, the bull market is going to continue on further. So we would like to see that. I mean, that would be great. But again, anything is possible. And then I just wanted to cover this really quickly about the debt ceiling in the government. It's widely expected that, oh no, this article is playing. So it's widely expected that, you know, it is going to pass for the government to increase the debt ceiling, meaning that, you know, the government can keep on doing all its daily spending and, you know, spending its millions of dollars. The government does spend a lot of money to maintain its operations. I read an article saying that if you confiscated all of the wealth from like the richest, like 5 people on earth, if you confiscated all of their wealth, which is like, you know, in the couple trillion of dollars or whatever, that would be enough to run the government for only a matter of a few months. So that just gives you an idea of how much our government spends on a daily basis and on a monthly basis. So spend a lot of money. And whenever they raise the debt ceiling, they're just basically giving themselves permission to print more money into the economy. So the more money you print, the more inflation is going to keep on running rampant, as I say, and the more inflation happens, the more purchasing power you're going to lose. So this is why we like to invest in alternative assets that can't be debased or corrupted or printed into oblivion. And that's why I like to invest in Bitcoin. So, you know, just my 2 cents on why I like to invest in Bitcoin. And then this here, the US debt clock, this is something I haven't touched on in any of my videos yet, but we are quickly approaching $30 trillion in national debt. So is this ever going to get paid off? Probably not. If every taxpayer were to pitch in their part to pay off the nation's debt, everybody would owe right around $230,000. So, you know, I don't have that kind of money to donate to the government, and I'm sure most of you probably don't either. So, yeah, this is something periodically I've looked at this, you know, throughout the years, and I distinctly remember this being like this used to be like in the teens, like, you know, this used to be like 13 trillion or whatever, which is still a huge number. I mean, we throw around the trillion dollar idea like it's, you know, like it's $1 million or something much smaller than what it is. But the reality is that every time $1 trillion gets printed, that's a lot of money, and, you know, inflation is going to keep on happening whether you like it or not. So yeah, I don't want to make this one too long. You know, we got our cute little Santa Claus animation here. I don't know if we will, remains to be seen how we're going to close out the year with Bitcoin. A nice little rally towards the end of the year would be nice, like I said. So we can kick off 2022, you know, with a more optimistic, you know, view on the crypto markets. But either way, you know, I'm in this for the long term. Even if we dump further down, again, I'm not selling. This is, you know, this is a long-term investment. So that's the moral of this little speech here. So yeah, I will try to make another video definitely before around Christmas time. Hopefully, you know, things get hectic with traveling around the holidays and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see where we end up here in the next couple of weeks. So thanks for watching. This is Investing with Ian, and I'll see you guys soon.